You know, my pick to win the Stanley Cup this year, anyway, has been Dallas. They have... there's a couple of reasons for this. Sometimes I just think that a team's number is up. You know, I remember the year I picked Colorado and they won. I just felt that their number was up. And this year I feel like Dallas's number is up. Now, they've been good for a lot of years. I mean, regular season, they've been a pretty smart franchise, really good drafting franchise, by the way. And I just feel that their number is up. They got Stankoven, I mean, Hintz. They're a really, really smart franchise. Now, with Tyler Seguin going down to injury, and he's going to be injured for a while, by the way, he is looking to be out 4 to 6 months. So let's call it moderate and let's call it 5 months. I mean, that is a long, long, long time. Now, the good news is that he has a possible quote unquote return during the postseason. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now, we have gotten word today that the Dallas Stars are looking for, home run type deals. They're looking for big deals. And there's no reason why they necessarily can't. I mean, they have a lot of assets. I mean, they just do. This team has done such a fantastic job of drafting. It's just, I don't know, whatever. I mean, you can even take a look at Logan Stankoven, for example. I've already mentioned him, but this guy he was drafted 47th overall too. This guy wasn't like a top 10 pick. I mean, that's mid first, second round, but this was such a fantastic pick by them. Right now, he has a .64 points per game and is on pace for 52 points. I mean, what more can you say? Here's the thing. If they want another forward, and preferably I would imagine they would probably be looking for a centerman, because Seguin I think he played wing and center, but I know he plays some center as well. They're going to be looking for a center. They need another forward for sure. And, what forward would they be looking for? If they're looking for a center, they are going to have to give up a lot. So this rumor is coming from Jeff Marek. He obviously has pretty good sources, and it's great to see because it says in this article that they are, quote, gearing up for a cup run. And honestly, this just makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, you have to pick a year and you just have to go for it. I know not a lot of not a lot of people are going to want to see the Stars give up assets, but they have been a smart franchise for years, and it's time to use the fruit of that drafting success to get them a core player both on the front and the defense. Here's the thing. If you are an elite team in the regular season, at the end of the day, you do just need to go for it, unless those players are performing really well for you. Now, you could make a mistake there too, because let's remember Stankoven is a top 6 forward. I mean, if you're producing about 50 points, you're a legitimate player, in my opinion. Another player also that the Dallas Stars could look to move would be a Mavrik Bourque. He has not had as good of a start in his NHL career. He hasn't been as good as Stankoven, let's put it that way. But, he's still a 30th overall pick. He's still got talent. He plays, he can play some center, some wing. They're going to have to part with somebody. Now, I know that a lot of Stars fans are probably going to be more willing to part with, I would say, Bourque than Stankoven. At least on the base stats, I mean, it looks like Stankoven's going to be a higher-end player, at least right now, right? And another player that they're going to have to probably give up or look to give up would be Lian Bichsel. I've always struggled with pronunciation with his name, but he is a left-hand shot defenseman that, has a lot of value. He plays with the Texas Stars right now, but he's been pretty damn good for them as well, especially for how young he is. He has 9 points in 21 games. He is a left-hand shot, but he's an absolute giant. He's 6'5". I mean, if a player like that works out, yes, you're going to be giving him up, which would suck. But, dude, at the end of the day, You know what I mean? Like, come on, it is what it is. If you're a good team like this, you just have to make the move. Now, for example, like, I'm a Leaf fan, right? And in my opinion, I'd be a little bit more worried about this because the Leafs have had, like, no success in the playoffs. At least in my opinion, I think that the Stars have been more capable in the playoffs. I'm not saying that they're an elite playoff team, but they're at least capable. I mean, to me, in terms of teams that have been good for a while, that I think their number is up in terms of who is going to win in the playoffs. I think we're looking at Edmonton. I think we're looking at the Dallas Stars. I personally really like them. When it comes to the Maple Leafs, for example, I need to see it, so that's all I'll say about that. And let's not forget they also have Kyrou, who is drafted 50th overall, right-hand shooting defenseman. Anyways, my point here with naming through a lot of the Dallas Stars' top prospects is that they're going to have to give somebody up. You know what I mean? And I think it could even be Stankoven. Like, I think if you want to get a player that is elite and go big game hunting, because again, in this trade rumor, they are saying that the Dallas Stars want to go big game hunting here. We're going to be looking at some big trades. This is going to be a very interesting trade deadline to me. And again, one of the biggest things to a team competing consistently is, do you have a goalie? You know what I mean? Do you have a goalie? They did re-sign Jake Ottinger as well. And, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, Jake Ottinger is elite. I mean, so many teams have such excellent goaltending. So he did mention, Jeff Marek did mention that they're obviously going to make sure that Jake Ottinger is healthy after the Four Nations face-off, because he's going to be playing for the U.S., right? So we're going to need to make sure that he's okay. But honestly, there's so much interesting stuff that's going to be happening at this trade deadline. I can't wait for it. Anyways, I am going to leave the video there. I just want to touch on this trade rumor really quickly. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would appreciate it, guys, and have a great day. Goodbye.